Good morning, football and coffee. The coffee's finished as I was completing the off season of night of the Patriot Football League 38. I had planned on transitioning to second season express, but there is just no way. I enjoy my football time games, in particular my big country football time, a lot, and this is just the perfect career for this. So I transitioned. I was already playing football time for 38, which was the basic game, and I went ahead and updated everything into the more advanced football time. This is the one that has owners, stadiums, money, everything. So that is in the original book, but it's also in the latest book, as well as it was in a comic book, which is no longer for sale. So much more advanced. So that means I had to bring all these teams up to speed. I also created some new paradigms that I will introduce later as free add-on PDFs, a off-season paradigm for full rosters, and a scoring details paradigm that I'm using for the Patriot Football League, which I think would be good for any version of football time. So with that said, that means I had to go back and I had to process monies, and I had to account for the ratings of the owners, the GMs, the head coaches, and of course the stadiums they're in. And of course, I already had rosters for these teams. All I had to do was fill them in here and then replace the rookies that had come into the league since 37, 38. And of course, I had to go back and get all of their actual years played in the league. And done. It's amazing. So, first game of the 1939 season. This is the 20th season of the Patriot Football League. The Columbia Coolers on the road to face the defending champs. Last year, Northborough Tigers won it all. Went 6-1 and won it all. And on top of that, they spent some of their capital to build a new stadium. So they actually have a new head coach who helped them win a championship last year. They fired their coach the year before. That cost them money. And then they won the championship, and they've been able to parlay what assets they had into a new stadium, a new small deck, 19,000 stadium called Tiger Stadium. So not only is this game one of week one of the 39 season, they're christening Tiger Stadium here, the Coolers. So the Coolers are in a small town. So is Northborough. We have Del Branham is the owner, passionate owner. He's a B rated. He earns 3 credits per year. Jonathan Williams is the owner of Northborough. He's cheap. He earns 1 credit per season. Del Branham is the GM with a B grade. Gil Miller is the GM with a C grade for Northborough. Frank Tarkington, still the coach here. He's an 8-year vet. Best fit is his grade. He's a B in his eighth year. Chuck Hughes in his second year, college level, B grade. So they're both B grade. However, there are people who talk whispers that Chuck Hughes is a college level coach. However, he's already won a championship in his rookie year. So I think the cheap owner, Jonathan Williams, made the right decision to bring in Chuck Hughes. Stadium, we got an old stadium here, the Icebox. It's a medium horseshoe, 25,000. So, but they've been in the stadium for a long time. And Northborough's new stadium, Tiger Stadium, small 2-decker, 19,000. So it's intimate. All right, starting at quarterback for the Columbia Coolers is a star quarterback, Tony Franklin, 6-year vet. Fantastic, basically the best quarterback in football. Well, arguably, West has won back-to-back MVPs for Dayton, so you can now say West is the best quarterback in the league. They have a brand new running back who's in his second year. He was drafted at the end of 37. He played in 38 as a rookie and had a good year. He's in his second year. This is Luke Faison. He's also a star grade. We have Gus Johnson at fullback, a rookie. We have Bill Newman at running back, a rookie. Split end is Yancey Wamakile, 6-year vet. Tight end is Pennywell, 2-year vet. This team uses a 3-back or a slot back set. Punter kicker is Devin, 4-year man. Kick returner, punt returner is Vincent Incognalia. He is a star in the defense. Our offensive line, Nate Oates at left tackle. Left guard is Sean Porter. Center is Andy Pack. Right guard is Jonathan Podhouse. And right tackle is Olin McDooley. And they do have a star, a rookie. So they drafted a rookie right guard who's already a star. So that's pretty cool. Defensive end, the old boy Howard, who is a star on their defense, 8-year vet. Russo, 6 years. McGurty, 3-year vet. And defensive end Wayans, a 5-year vet. Star number 2, outside linebacker Lertman, he's a 4-year man. Their middle linebacker Youts, 5-year man, he lost his star rating this season in the offseason. Outside linebacker Werber, 9-year man, getting old there at linebacker. This whole team is aging rapidly, certainly on the defensive side of the ball. Burns at cornerback, 3-year man. Incognelia, 8-year man. He is a star in the secondary. Gorman, 4-year man. And Erickson, a 5-year man. This team in the offseason changed. Offense remained an A from last year. Their defense remained a C. So they really didn't change in the offseason. Columbia went 3-3 last year and lost in the playoffs. So they have not won a playoff game in a while, but they haven't had a losing season. They have 6 credits in the bank, so they're doing really well financially. Northborough is literally at 0 credits, which means they're going to earn. They automatically will earn 1 in the through the season, and that 1 has to be spent to fill the team the next year. If not, they have to sell. In other words, they won't be able to do any moves. They won't be able to fire coaches, build any stadiums at this point. They're literally at 0, and they're going to earn just enough to keep playing. So that the goal of that is to reflect this idea of big country, small towns, where some teams don't fire coaches willy-nilly, and unlike now where owners will eat hundreds of millions of dollars. It's kind of grotesque when you think about where pro sport is today. But hey, I guess if they're earning it, why not spend it? On the flip side, the Northborough Tigers, the defending champs. They have Gomez at quarterback, 6-year man, not a star rating. Ariso, though, the running back, he was the MVP of the Patriot Football Bowl 19, Star, 5-year vet. Hampton, 4-year vet in the backfield. We have a split end Jones, 7-year man, he's a star. Vance, a tight end, 3-year vet. Billings, a flanker, 8-year vet. And a slot, Camstead, 3-year vet. So this coach, Chuck Hughes, runs a 1-back set, a 3-receiver with 1 tight end. So that would be called 11 personnel, 1 tight end, 1 back. That means the other 3 are receivers, right? So it's 11 personnel here. All right, we got a punter plus kickers, James. He's a 5-year man. Kick returner, punt returner, Camstead. Camstead is a 3-year man. Camstead had a brilliant campaign in 37 with 2 punt returns for touchdowns. We have left tackle Gorney, 3-year vet. Left guard Bloom, 3-year vet. Kalis, 5-year vet. Strager, 8-year vet at the right guard. And right tackle is Panchi, 6-year vet. This line is veteran, but no stars on the line. On the defensive side of the ball, they moved to a 3-4 when they hired Hughes. Carlton, 6-year man. Powell, a 3-year man at nose tackle. And Weston, 7-year man at the end. So both ends are right in the middle of their peak of their careers at 6 and 7 years. Their superstar outside backer, Coda, 6-year van. Their inside backer, star, Renshaw, 4-year man. So they have 2 stars at linebacker. They have a rookie, Fellows, at inside linebacker. And they have Farmer, an 8-year vet, at outside linebacker. So these guys have been with the team a long time. Cornerback Lynn, 6-year man. Martin, a 2-year man at strong safety. Free safety's O'Leary, 4-year man. And cornerback Jenkins is a 6-year man. None of them are stars. So this team has 2 stars on offense, 2 on defense. Columbia has 4 stars on offense and 3 on defense. So again, that A offense looks really good. C on defense. These guys, though, are a BB, despite stars. Stars just indicate that's who you would give more box score bonuses to, right? Okay, so that's who should show up in your box scores the most when you're tracking game stuff. And that's it. We're ready to play. So a lot is hinging on Northborough this year to repeat as champions, as they have literally no money in the bank. They are literally at 0, which they're allowed to play a season at 0, but then they have to be able to earn enough. If not, they have to move or sell the team. And again, they have a cheap owner here in Jonathan Williams. So many of the fans, despite having just won a title, might want to see in conjunction. But you got to be honest. Jonathan Williams, cheap owner, did spend money to hire Chuck Hughes last year, and it paid off. And then they built a stadium based on that run. So pretty cool. And that, of course, can all be found in here. Now, what isn't in this book are full roster support with the roster paradigm and the PFL scoring details. Okay, so here we go. We're going to play the first game of the 2039 season. This is the 20th year of the Patriot Football League. We need the scoring charts here. I've already gone through on the schedule and already wrote down the whole schedule and all matchups. So now all I got to do is flip to the book and play the games. All right, here we go. So I'm using, of course, the rules from the BCFT. Northborough gets the ball first. On their opening drive, what will Northborough do? 5 on B. 5 on B is a touchdown. How does Northborough score that touchdown? Now we have a scoring paradigm. I roll 3 dice 6. It's going to be 10, 11. It is a running back run for a touchdown. That is Erishow. So Erishow with a run TD. Extra point is good. And folks, the MBT take the early lead as the fans. This place is packed to the house, 19,000 full, here to celebrate their run at defending champs. And of course, support this team so the cheap owner doesn't have to sell or relocate. Columbia, what are we going to do? Columbia's first drive is 1. That's a turnover. They're a B, by the way. So they turn the ball over. The turnover on red die is 3. The turnover is, where am I at here? Turnover is 3. It's going to be an interception by Franklin. So Franklin is picked off by, and it's going to be one of these stars. I don't know. We got 2 stars, so I'm going to weight it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6 will be the, so 1, it's going to be Coda, who is a superstar. Coda intercepts Franklin. All right, here we go. Northborough already with the turnover. And here we go. Turnover. 2 is a punt. So they're going to be forced to punt, though, the NBT in their second possession. Oops, I missed the thing. 2, and it's going to be a punt for Columbia. So after 1, NBT 7, Columbia 0. NBT continue into the second quarter. 4 is going to be a field goal. So their field goal kicker is James, 5-year man. James, field goal. Folks, it's getting interesting for Columbia. They got to start scoring here now. It's 10-0. The fans on their feet. Columbia, they're going to get a field goal with Devon. And at least Columbia now has broken the ice. Can this vaunted offense with 4 stars on it, including a brand new right guard, Pothouse, who can make holes for Faison, Johnson, and Newman. But unfortunately, I guess I should just roll all these dice together. NBT are looking at 3, which is a punt. And Columbia would really like to score a touchdown here, tied up at halftime. And no, Columbia is going to be forced to punt the ball. So folks, we're going into the halftime with it 3-10. The NBT, so far so good in their brand new stadium, defending their title. Their new second-year head coach, Chuck Hughes. Again, those whispers that he's a college-level coach are going to go away real quick if he can get back-to-back championships. Columbia gets the ball to start the second quarter. Adele Branham up in the box, and he has done a fine job in his career owning and managing this Columbia Coolers team to the best record in the history of the game. And 5, guess what? The halftime speech by the veteran head coach, Frank Tarkington, rolls out a 7-point score. How did they score it? A touchdown, I mean. And the touchdown is going to be 11-12. It's going to be a pass tight to the flanker. That is going to be Newman, the rookie, out of the backfield. So Franklin, their star QB, with a pass TD to Newman. So welcome to the Patriot Football League, Newman. He is a running back / flanker, and he catches it out of the backfield, the rookie, and turns on the Jets. And just like that, the Northborough fans stunned quiet as the Coolers are always your measuring stick. They're so consistent. This is how teams measure themselves. To open a season with the Coolers, kind of a nice thing. It gives you an idea how good you are. Northborough, here we go, 4. Northborough's going to get another field goal from James. So they're keeping that edge here in the game. 13-10 Northborough. Columbia here with their second possession of the third. They're going to also match Devon. So folks, we're going into a tight game. Fourth quarter might be knotted up when we get there. MBT with the final possession of the third. The final 4-minute drive. And the MBT are turn it over. Oh, damn. 2. They turn it over and it's a picked off. So it's going to be Gomez intercepted by, and again we have a star in Howard, a star in Lertman. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6 for Incognalia. It's going to be Lertman, the outside backer. He is their stud outside linebacker. Lertman picks him off. And Columbia now to start the quarter. So we're going to end up with 10 points for Columbia in the third, and we're going to get 3. So, folks, it's 13-13 to go into the fourth. Columbia driving now after a Lertman interception. 3. It's going to be a punt. Columbia has to settle for a punt. The MBT wants to score here, and again, they would love to christen their new stadium with a victory. 4. It's going to be a field goal. So James is going to get his 3rd field goal of the day. It's 13-16. The fans on their feet cheering as they know this is Columbia's final drive of the game. They have to keep Columbia from tying it or scoring the go-ahead touchdown. Nope, Columbia is going to be forced to punt. The MBT on their final possession. There's enough time left. We have to complete it. And they're going to punt, and that's it. Game over. The MBT are going to win this ball game by a James field goal. 13-16. The MBT defense getting the job done. Wow, that's a 1-0 and 0-1. And guess what? That makes MBT 7-1 in their last 8 games. Let's write this down here. Where is my schedule? Holy cow. So Columbia, Columbia made it a fight in the second. The MBT win it, though. They're 1-0. And again, I went through, so this is the entire season schedule. It's a short season. And I went through and already did the matchup grade. So all I got to do is write them on a sheet of paper, start rolling dice. So I've got all that done. So I like the new scoring paradigm. I made this paradigm. Where is it at? I just moved it. So I made these 2 paradigms. Oh, there it is. So when I transitioned from full-on football after 37 into 38, I made an off-season paradigm, right? It did that. And then after 38, I was using fast action cards, and that's just laborious. It's just, I don't know, I don't want to shuffle cards. I don't want to mess around with it. Too cumbersome. So I went ahead this year and made a scoring details paradigm. Now when you get a touchdown, you roll to see how that team scored. What's great about this weighted chart is we can get return TDs involved at the proper rate, and we can get halfback pass touchdown to quarterbacks. So out of the backfield little trick play, but super, super rare, right? And then of course weighted for how rare these things are. And both these new paradigms I will be typing up and putting out there available. They're called Patriot Football League paradigms because I made them for the Patriot Football League, but I will make them Big Country Football Time PDFs for those that are following along. And there you have it, folks. That is an update. I have completed 37 with full-on football, and then in one afternoon I completed the 19th season, 2038, and now this is the first game of the 20th season, and the Coolers fall by 3 at MBT as they christen their brand new stadium. The MBT with their running back who actually got the 18th bowl MVP with 3 rushing touchdowns. So he has scored 4 rushing touchdowns in the last 2 games of his career. Takes an early lead. That's all they ultimately sets the tone. Then Franklin throws a pick to Coda and makes this look a little tougher than it needs to be. James then adds to it. They jump up to 10 points. Devin gets a field goal, cutting the lead. Franklin then comes out, drives right down the field with a nice pass out to their new rookie running back / flanker. It's 10-10. James then gives him the lead. Devin then matches it. Gomez, picked off by Lertman, keeps the game tight. We enter the fourth. Columbia forced to punt. James and NBT gets enough to kick a field goal, and then Columbia and NBT stalemate in the final 8 minutes of the quarter. And there you have it, folks. The MBT now 7-1 in their last 8 games, and their road to a second title starts well for them as they christen their brand new small stadium, a 2-deck 19,000-seater. And Chuck Hughes, with every victory in this league, he's going to erase that college level moniker that everybody whispering behind his back about. There you have it. And again, they really do want to not only win. If they win the championship, they're going to actually go in to next year with the credit in the bank. They do not want to be hovering at 0. And if they're in the negatives, they have to sell or relocate. As long as you can spend 1 credit to put your team on the field for the next year, you don't have to relocate or move. And they have They have literally spent everything they've earned to have a new head coach and a new stadium. So there you have it, folks. And Columbia, of course, has 6 credits in the bank, so they'll have enough money to do some off-season stuff if they wanted to. And there you have it. Thank you for watching. This has been Big Country Football Time, which is technically what is in the original book. It's also featured in the Big Country complete book, which has all 7 sports in it, slightly revised. And there used to be a Big Country Football Time comic book, which I have now quashed in favor of the big 162-page tome. The scoring chart and the full roster paradigm are not yet available. I will get those typed up and made available later. Thanks for watching. Good day.